Okay, so welcome to this channel once again. We have very few minutes to the upcoming NFP, and you can see that it left about 2 minutes for the news or the data to be released. So looking at this one, the non-farm, the previous is 528, the forecast is 295. So actual greater than the forecast is good for the currency for the non-farm. Very good. Looking at the previous data, 528, 295. So even if the previous the data will fall by the previous, it won't fall lesser than this one because the value is very wide. So if the forecast come like 298, still the data is positive. So with this type of data, it's clear that the USD is going to gain strength, the NFP is going to be positive. So if the NFP is going to be positive, I have Euro USD here. What will I do? I'm going to do what? I'm going to sell Euro USD because the data is going to be positive. So the data have been the data will be released very soon. It's going to be positive. The data is going to be positive. So this is where I'll put my SL. I'm going to put my SL somewhere around, or I'm going to close it manually. So I'm going to put my SL here, 99.35. Yeah, that's where I'll put my SL. So 0.9935. I'll put my SL at that place. I'll put my TP at that place, and I'm going to risk 30 pips. I'm going to raise 30 pips for this trade, 1.00, let's say 35. Very good. I'm going to raise 30 pips for that trade. So the data has been released, I guess so. Very good. And you can see that the data is positive. This actually is greater than the forecast. Do you get it? So the news is positive, but this one is negative. The two of this is negative. So it was spiked up before it was spiked down. It has spiked up first. Let me switch to the 1 hour chart so that you see it clearly. It has spiked up first before it's going to spike down. The NFP data, they are 2. Do you get it? The data are 3. So we have the average early earning that was negative. It came negative for the NFP. Then we have the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate too came negative. That's why it's red. This one is green. You see, I told you that this is going to be green. It's going to be green. This is because looking at the previous value and the forecast value, it's very wide. Even if the previous value is going to fall, it won't fall below this 295 that we've given. Do you get it? So you can see that it has spiked up first. So now it's going to go down. So let's see how it's going to go. So that's the NFP. So some people will say the NFP will take a fake direction before coming to the actual direction. So this is how it is. So let's see how it goes. This is how it is. That's analyzing the data and trading the news data before the news will be released. Very good. So right now, the average early earnings have taken effect. That's spiking up. You get it? And also the unemployment rate too has taken effect. It has also spiked up. That was negative for the dollar. You get it? And so now we are dealing with the non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll is the non-farm payroll is positive for the actual value that have been released is greater than the forecast. First of all, let me explain this to you. Looking at the previous value, 520, very wide value, very big compared to the forecast. That's 295. So 528 minus 2, calculation here, 528 minus 295, that's 233. That's the difference is 233. So even if the previous is going to fall, it won't fall past, or it won't be lesser than 295. Very low. Do you get it? So in this way, I'm much convinced that the value will be cast. So the average early earnings and how do you call it, unemployment still taking effect. Price, do you get this? This is what is happening. Price is going to move down. Price will come down. Price will spike. Okay, so welcome once again. So looking at the entry price, it's like I'm almost risking like 35 pips. Sure, I'm almost risking like 35 to 38 pips for this trade. I'm almost risking like 35 to 38 pips for this trade. So as I told you, the non-farm is about to take effect. Average hourly earnings, the reason why the average hourly earnings and the unemployment rate took effect in the first place is that they are two. Both of them were negative. Do you get it? So definitely they are going to move the non-farm. Do you get it? They are going to be higher than the non-farm. So right now it has taken effect. As most of you guys know, most of you guys normally say that the NFP sometimes take a fake direction before moving to the actual direction. So that's the explanation. Do you get it? So right now the negative part of the news have taken effect. Now the positive part of the news is about to take effect, and the NFP, the effect is still in process. The effect is still in progress. Do you get it? The effect is still in progress. Price for Euro USD price is going to move down again. Price is going to move down for Euro USD again because the non-farm payroll was positive. The non-farm was positive. Unemployment rate minus 3.7. Do you get it? That's bad for the currency. Unemployment is something bad. It's something that every country wish not to have. Do you get it? So the forecast was 3.5 and it increased to 3.7. So unemployment rate has increased, which is very bad. That's negative for the news. Average hourly earning. When we talk about average hourly earning, that's averagely the amount that every individual earns every hour. Do you get it? That's the average hourly earning, and that one to 0.3. It falls 0.2. The previous was 0.5. Now 0.2. The forecast was 0.4. Now 0.3, which is very bad for the news, or which is very bad for the currency. But looking at the non-farm payroll, price is positive for the non-farm payroll. So I'm expecting a strength in the dollar any moment from now. So let's go back to the trade and see what is happening over there. So price is still consolidating at entry. Price is still consolidating at the price that the trade was before the news was released. So let's see what's happening. See you guys later. Okay, so looking at the trade so far, you can see that we are in about 45 to 50 pips profit after shorting Euro USD. So you see, this is where we took our entry. We took our entry from here. That's before the news event was released. That's before the NFP, and we said we were expecting price to go up before selling. This is because the unemployment rate came negative. The hourly earnings, the average hourly earnings too came negative. So our expectation was that price will go up small and price will fall. Do you get it? So that was our expectation. So as you can see from this side, price moved up small and price fell. So price have sold for about 45 to 50 pips, about 50 pips plus. Do you get it? Price have sold for about 50 pips plus from our entry. So we have gotten our entry well, and our analysis have worked very, very, very well. Thank you for joining. Kindly like this video and also subscribe to this channel for more content like this.